On the same day, Jesus went out of the house and sat by the sea, and great multitudes were gathered together to him, so that he got into a boat and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. Then he spoke many things to them in parables. Behold, a sower went out to sow, and as he sowed, some seed fell by the wayside, and the birds came and devoured them. Some fell on stony places, where they did not have much earth, and they immediately sprang up, because they had no depth of earth. But when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprang up and choked them. But others fell on good ground, and yielded a crop, some 100-fold, some 60, some 30. He who has ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said to him, Why do you speak to them in parables? He answered and said to them, Because it has been given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it has not been given. For whoever has, more will be given to him, and he will have abundance. But whoever does not have, even what he has will be taken away. Therefore I speak to them in parables, because seeing they do not see, and hearing they do not hear, nor do they understand. And in them the prophecy of Isaiah is fulfilled, which says, Hearing you will hear, and shall not understand, and seeing you will see, and not perceive. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For many prophets and righteous men desired to see what you see. Therefore, hear the parable of the sower. When anyone hears the word of the kingdom and does not understand it, the wicked one snatches it away. But he who received the seed on stony places, this is he who hears the word and immediately receives it with joy. Yet he has no root in himself, but endures only for a while. For when tribulation or persecution arises, immediately he stumbles. Now he who received seed among the thorns is he who hears the word, and the cares of this world choke the word. But he who received seeds on the good ground is he who hears the word and understands it, who indeed bears fruit and produces. The kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares. But when the grain had sprouted and produced a crop, then the tares also appeared. So the servants said, Sir, did you not sow good seed? He said, An enemy has done this. The servants said, Do you want us then to go and gather them up? But he said, No, let both grow together until the harvest. And at the time of harvest I will say to the reapers, First gather together the tares to burn. The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed, which indeed is the least of all the seeds. But when it is grown, it becomes a tree. The kingdom of heaven is like leaven, which a woman took and hid in 3 measures of meal till it was all leavened. He who sows the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seeds are the sons of the kingdom. Therefore, as the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so it will be at the end of this age. The Son of Man will send out his angels. Then the righteous will shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant seeking beautiful pearls, who, when he had found one pearl of great price, bought it. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a dragnet that was cast into the sea and gathered some of every kind, which they drew to shore. So it will be at the end of the age. The angels will come forth, separate the wicked from among the just. Therefore, every scribe instructed concerning the kingdom of heaven is like a householder who brings out of his treasure things new and old.